Hey everybody! I was just outside cleaning up after the storm, and FedEx came by, and I was like, I thought, I thought that he was bringing by a kiddie pool that I ordered for the goats, but apparently he didn't. He brought um, a beehives. Okay, this is the story. Um, as you know, my friend, well, years ago we had a storm, a real bad snowstorm, and my chicken runs were crushed in the storm. And I took my chickens over to her house, and I haven't had time really to get the runs back up and everything and fix the coop. There was a lot of damage, a lot of damage. And with everything with my mom, this is like really the first summer I've had to do anything. So I've been trying to get caught up with all the things that got left aside. So getting there. Eventually I'll get there. But pollination was so bad this year that we were talking, says we should do bees. They do bees over at the farm, but there were two big hives, and the beekeeper got sick, and his wife's been doing it. And I don't know the rest of the story, but they've got like a 3 box hive out there now. I think they're called Langstock. Um, um, but there's like three high, and pollination this year, I don't know if it was the weather, which I mean this year's been just messed up anyway. So, but we were decided, we should do bees. If nothing else, we get honey, right? So, um, FedEx brought the cells. We're going in halves. She already has boxes. We have to get a bee suit. Yes, one bee suit. We're not doing two people. It's going to be one bee suit that we're going to share. Unless we do well. If we sell honey, then the bees will buy us a bee suit. Um, but she's got the box, smoker, all that stuff. It's like a little can that you put smoke in. My dad had bees when I was little, and so I'm used to some of it, not all of it, but some of it. And I will learn. I've been helping the beekeeper over at the farm um, when he's been fine for the years, and like I fed them and taken them out and replaced frames for him, and because you have to take frames out so you can take them and spin them. That's how you get the honey out of hives. And instead of going through all that of spinning, or you can also do it different ways. Like you can let it drain with heat, but heat is not good for honey. It can actually cause problems. So we decided we're going to try this. I saw this on Shark Tank, but instead of spending like $600 to $700 on a hive, we decided since she already had 90% of the hive, we'll just get the frames. And this will work because these are the frames that go into her hive. We started with 7 cells, and so this is kind of like the unboxing, except that I just opened it, so you can pretend, right? All right, and these are the directions. All right, we started with 7 cells, and instead of spending the $600 to $700, these are like $129 and $12 shipping. So not too bad, especially if they don't, cut mustard. So, whoa, nice. Nice. These are they're sturdy, they're well made. Wow. I'm already impressed. Uh-oh. A part just fell off of somebody's car. I've told you that before. People just drive along and things fly off their car and they don't care. I have to go see what that is. I'll be right back. Okay, it was like some little piece of metal. I'm not quite sure what it is. It looks almost like it got burned. I don't know what it is. Anyway, not my problem. It doesn't look like it's a safety hazard. Probably something cosmetic. Who knows? But, okay. Let's see. Quick run. All right. the hive, let's see, this is the directions, okay? I know it's backwards. If I remember, I'll see if I can flip the picture. But it just says hive frame. When we looked it up, we Googled automatic, seriously, automatic beehive. That's what we looked up. And a whole bunch of them came up. It was amazing. So apparently either the company that we saw on Shark Tank was sold, or they didn't have a copyright or something. But there is a ton of these things. Now it could be that they all come from that same company, which I really think that's a possibility too, because you could either buy like the whole hive or different sizes or just cells and things. So who knows? I don't know. But how does it work? All right. This is the cell. I will call this a cell, although it's a frame. It makes it easier for you if you don't know anything about bees. This frame thing. Alrighty. Then this is a regular honeycomb. Alright. Are these the right way? Yes. Can you see how like they're all even? There's little like 6-sided things, and the bottom is straight. Can you see that? I hope you can. But like the bottom is straight, so that these make like little individual holes. And that's what happens is the bees will go up and they fill these with honey, and that's how they feed the baby bees. Now when you take honey, you really, that's actually one reason why you have to feed bees, because you're taking their honey from them. But some people leave some of the honey for the bees, and beekeepers actually, if they're selling honey, they take all the honey and they feed the bees separately. But they put the honey in the cell, these little cells here. All right. When it gets full, like they put the honey in there, and they put the wax cap on it, and that's beeswax. And when the cell gets full is when this guy comes into play. So instead of taking everybody's seen pictures of the guy in the suit and everything, and he picks the thing out and it's all covered with the bees. You have to take a tool and you scrape the beeswax off of it and put it in a spinner, and you spin the honey out. Instead of doing that, and you can actually kill some of your bees that way, but this way, you put a drain, there's a plug, you put a drain in the bottom, there's a key that you insert at the top, and you twist it, and it offsets. See how it offsets? The bottom is no longer, the bottom of each little thing, each little cell is no longer just flat across. It makes it like a zigzag, and the honey runs out, okay? And it will take a while because honey is thick. And it goes out the bottom and straight into a jar. Now if you get a couple of these in there, some people like that, you can get pieces of honeycomb in there, but you can also strain. You can put a strainer so that you can get your bees out. So there's going to be a tube here already. Here's a little tube. I won't completely. There we go. That's easy. We put this in here so because it'll blow away. I know, and I'll be running down the street chasing the directions. Okay. They'll sit in the box. I can never pronounce it. It's called Langstroth box. And how a beehive is. It's kind of hard to see on here, but it's just a box that is empty inside, and it's got grooves that the frames sit into. The bees go in the bottom, pollen, they go in the bottom, and they go to work, and they fill all the honey things. And when it's full, you'll be able to see on the side here, this is clear. This is clear. So you'll be able to look in there and see as it's getting full. With your bee suit on and that little fancy hat that the beekeepers wear. Move this down a little bit. Come on. There. Right. This cap. Take the cap off and you put this little drain tube here. That's one thing we're going to have to do is put a little shelf to the jars or whatever container we use. Maybe you do a long one and just do them all at once or something. But tube. Then there's a top here. And what you do is where you see these are all even, right? They're like little six-sided, they look like stop sign. Put the key in. Right. And then twist the key. And it turns down and see how it goes. Isn't that cool? That they're not little stop signs anymore. They're offset. And then you can sit there and let the honey run out. Then when the honey is all done, see if I can do this like this. See if I can show you. It's hard with one person. Right? Hope you can see this, but I'm going to turn the key and they'll close up again. So hopefully that you could see that. But that's awesome. I'm quite very impressed. It's well made. The pieces, they fit well. Uh-oh. Oh, it's nobody. They fit well, like snugly, but they don't get stuck. They'll be easy to like insert and take out. It doesn't feel like anything's so loose that it's going to get very lost. And plus honey is sticky, so that's pretty good. It does look like if by chance this cap or this cap was lost, it wouldn't be like such a big deal. All you'd have to do is like fashion the bottom, maybe a cork. A cork might work or something, and the top one, something rectangular. Another piece of plastic. But all in all, I'm very happy. I'm going to have to call her. Her name is Anne. And I'm going to have to call Anne and tell her the frames are here. And she did have trees down. I found out she did have trees that fell and caused a little bit of ruckus on her property. So when she's done, I'll run these over. I have to pick up eggs anyway, so but I'll run these over and maybe we can see about getting them set up so that we can call them about and get that queen delivered and get started so that these guys can come up with a place to live before it's too late. So that is awesome. That is going to be probably fun. When we had these, I didn't get stung. I don't think I ever got stung. Funny story, the lady across the street, she kept asking my dad, how do you tell what a honeybee looks like? So when they went into hibernation, he says, put out your hand. And he put one in my hand because they're sleeping. He says, walk this over and show her this is a honeybee so she doesn't have to be afraid of them. I got 3/4 of the way there, and I guess the heat from my hand, it started to wake up and move around. So instead of dropping it, because, be careful with the bees, I brought it back home and told him that it woke up. So she never did see a bee. And he's like, Why don't you just keep going? Show it to her. It could, like, I was a kid. I had no concept. I thought if I showed it to her in a little way, that it would get lost. So I didn't want the bee to get lost. That's a kid, right? So, all right. Well, I'm going to get going. Until later, take care, and I hope everyone's well and safe. And have a good day. Bye bye.